Hey all, Rob here. Don't forget to subscribe. And I'd like to talk about this video is, the Marvel Legends. It's been divided between, let's say, 50% comic book line and 50% of the MCU movie line, which does get the higher budget, the new sculpts, the better production. And the comic line usually gets the leftover budget. Okay? We could be real. How many reused bodies do they do for movie figures versus the body reused for the comic figures? That tells you who gets the budget. You look at the Secret Invasion wave that I just see sitting on the shelves. No one is buying it. Nobody's buying that Secret Invasion toy line. Just like they didn't buy the Shang-Chi toy line, the Black Panther movie one, or the Eternals one. And it's come to this conclusion with hopefully the Marvel Legends staff. And maybe they can't stop it. Maybe the orders come from on high. You have to make these figures. But otherwise, this is it. Outside of the A-listers, like a Spider-Man, any of the villains, the heroes, outside of that, outside of Captain America, Iron Man, Thor, the Hulk, maybe Black Widow, maybe Hawkeye, outside of the top level movie characters, anything else does not sell on the toy level. Because if it did, Shang-Chi wouldn't be sitting on the shelves years later. The Eternals, Secret Invasion. Nobody's buying it. It sits there. Even the Ant-Man, the recent wave, it's not being bought. And I think the movie line should be 25% less of what they're doing. It should be 75% comic book line, 25% movie line, and only focus on the A-listers. The Spider-Man and his villains will sell. The Captain America, the Iron Man, the Thor, stuff like this. Those will sell. The C-listers and beyond, the Marvels, Captain Marvel, Secret Invasion stuff, Eternals. This stuff will not sell. It's like, prove me wrong. Go to your action figure stand. Go to your action figure store. See what's selling or not. Look at the store. Look at the unbought goods in that wasted plastic. And to be fair, it's not like these figures are not good looking in sculpt. The detailing, the look, the design, a lot of money went into it. And a lot of these figures, honestly, they look really good. They look high quality. They look better than most of the comic figures. I'm just saying from the aesthetics. You could see the quality in these figures and the detail. It looks good. I'm just being honest. And it looks better than most comic figures. And there are new sculpts. There's no reused bodies. The quality is right there. But it's not being bought because it's not about the quality. It's about the character selection. And despite how good they might look, they're not buying and they're not being sold, I should say. Outside of the small core collector base, the general public's not buying it. The evidence is right there. I'm sure Hasbro or the Marvel Legends staff somewhere has the statistics to prove what is selling and what is not selling. And I bet you, like I said, the A-listers, the Spider-Man, his villains, the A-list characters, they sell. People buy that. Anything else, it's not selling. Prove me wrong. Look at those Agatha figures just sitting on the shelves. Look at the Shang-Chi, just nobody buying it. It's easy to tell. You're wasting tons of plastic. You're wasting store time. You're wasting store shelf space and giving retailers bad time. They don't want product that does not move. They want product that sells out. And so by pushing these C-list heroes and villains and characters that are not selling, you're wasting plastic, a lot of it. You're wasting the retailer time. You're wasting their money. You're wasting their shelf space. And nobody benefits. The store does not benefit, and they wasted money. You wasted your time making the figure, and not even collectors want it. Nobody wants it. Putting these C-list and beyond characters that nobody wants, it hurts the retails, it hurts the plastic environment, it hurts the shelf space. Nobody wins. Nobody. Well, what should be done is just, like I said, 25% less movie stuff. Focus on the top characters only, the ones that make you money. I'm sure you have the statistics to prove who sells and who does not. And a lot of the new stuff, if they're not the A-list, don't bother. I don't know if you're making an Echo figure from the MCU, but I'll tell you right now, when you make an Echo figure, it's going to sit on the shelf. It's not going to be sold. Nobody's going to buy that. They will buy the Kingpin. They will buy Daredevil if he appears. They're not buying Echo. They're just being honest. Prove me wrong. They're supposedly making an Agatha series. If you make another Agatha figure, it's going to sell as well as the figure you have in Secret Invasion. That lineup. Nobody's buying it. So if you're doing that movie line, like I said, honestly, do 25% less, 75% comics in the future, 25% movies, MCU. Focus on that A-list, the top characters. Make those characters. Don't make these other characters like Agatha, Echo, Shang, Ant-Man stuff. You're wasting your time. You're wasting plastic. You're wasting retail space. You're wasting a store's time. Nobody benefits from this, okay? And then you could put that energy into making 25% more comics, which actually do sell. And you can make, hopefully, them better sculpts and details. Just being straight up honest with you on my views on it. But prove me wrong. Prove me that these C-list characters and the people that the general public have never heard of before until modern times, that have no established long-term fan base. Prove to me that they sell. They don't. And again, if you do have a rare phenomena of a certain character that gets so popular and the attention is there, like what happened with The Mandalorian originally, then yeah, make that figure. But make it after the fact that you know it's already popular. Make it after the fact that you already know you have a buyer. I'm not even a person in marketing, but I know that you have to do your research to see what sells and what doesn't. What is the public buying? Then you make a product so that the public buys it. If you just put a product out there and you don't know if there's a buying audience, the chances are it's going to fail. And that's what's happening with these MCU toys. You know the A-list will sell. It's proven. You have the charts. I don't. And you know these other unestablished properties, you should put a big question mark. Is it going to sell? You shouldn't even make it, to be honest. Again, if something gets really popular and you didn't have it, then make it. And hopefully the audience will still be there. But to put it out beforehand and you don't know if you have buyers, you're wasting everyone's time. You're wasting your resources. You're wasting plastic, the environment, the store space, and everything. So thanks for watching. Stay safe, my friends, and I'll talk to you later.